सुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Namaskar. I welcome you all on the behalf of Vedic Upasana Peeth's series of Dharmadhara English Satsangs, that is spiritual discourse focusing on the tenets of Arya-Vedic Sanatan Hindu Dharma. Paying obeisance to my Sri Guru, that is my spiritual master, His Holiness Dr. Jayant Balaji Athavale and Bhagwan Shiv, I begin today's satsang. Today's topic is, what is the difference between dharma and religion? In modern day language, especially English language, dharma is equated quite unfairly with religion. Hence, today it is necessary for all of us to know that there is a great difference between the term religion and dharma. Rather, there are fundamental differences between religion and dharma. Our failure to be conscious of this difference has resulted in the creation of several crucial problems that we as humans have been facing since last few centuries and continue to face even today. The principal error which many people continue to make to this day is in not making the distinction between dharma and organized religion. How can that which is cosmic and thus limitless ever be compartmentalized and limited in boundaries? How can something which evolved through interpretation by free will of millions of people ever be handed down in the form of a limited doctrine, ideology, or value system? Dharma shunned all attempts at straitjacketing, while Western culture was a universe of many straitjackets. Before we know what is dharma, let's first know what does the term religion refer to. The English word religion is derived from the Middle English religion, which came from the Old French religion. It may have been originally derived from the Latin word religo, which means good faith or ritual, and other similar meanings, or it may have come from the Latin religare, which means to tie fast. Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary says that religion is one of the systems of faith that are based on the belief in the existence of a particular god or gods. The New Collins Dictionary gives the meaning of religion as any formal or institutionalized expression of the belief in a supernatural power or powers considered to be divine or to have control of human destiny. Michael Denino, a European who participated in the translation and publication of the works of Sri Aurobindo and of the Mother, says, religion is a Western concept. The Indian concept is Sanatan Dharma, the eternal law of universe that cannot be formulated in any rigid and final set of tenets. Even though the word religion has its roots in the ancient Latin, its meaning and comprehension has changed entirely in the recent centuries. Thus today this word is based on a Christian concept and rooted in a Christian background of affiliation which came into use in the 19th century. Contrary to this definition, many spiritual traditions, especially the Hindu philosophy, do not share the same concept of religion and its affiliation. It suffers from a general malady, that of using Western terms, categories, and worldviews to understand an Eastern philosophy, especially the Vedic philosophy. Adopting the Western worldviews and nomenclature to interpret the Hindu philosophy has distorted the reality to the extent that the true meaning and concepts of Sanatan Dharma is not understood correctly or often regarded as complicated, not because its teachings and concepts are complex, but due to the incorrect means of understanding. Hence, in our forthcoming satsangs, to avoid such errors, we would use Sanskrit terminologies followed by, if not the exact word meaning, but at least the similar word prevalent for the same in English language. This we would do just for listeners' convenience, and once the listeners are comfortable and familiar with the Sanskrit terms or words, we would avoid using the English terms, as it not only dilutes the concept and philosophy of Vedic Dharma, but also at times, due to the wrong usage of words, the essence changes. Frankly speaking, there are no exact words in English language for certain terms used in Vedic Sanatan Dharma. Also, Sanskrit is a divine language, and even mere hearing few words in this language would increase the Chaitanya, that is the purity level of the talk, and this in turn will help the curious and the seekers to increase their sattva component and have spiritual healing effect on them. That's the power of Sanskrit. This concept I am clarifying in my initial satsang itself because the sole aim to hear or understand Dharma is to implement the science of spirituality underlying it. And if we fail to do so, the motive of hearing the satsang remains unfulfilled. In our forthcoming satsangs, we will try to explain the Sattva, Raja and Tama component which forms the basis of Arya Vedic Sanatan Hindu Dharma. Now we would come back to our topic. So a religion is something that is founded by a human being. A religion is where a large group of people share a common symbol, a common religious text, a common god, a common founder, and a common path, rather a unified method of worship and a centralized hierarchy. A religion is something that consists of a group of followers who earlier followed a different faith but are now following a certain faith that they now believe in or are forced to believe in. A religion is one which was founded by a religious movement. A religion has a date of origin. A religion is a set of belief systems. Organized religion demands adherence to the followers to the book and the prophet or the founder. Anything outside the boundaries of a faith is considered irreligious, if not downright sinful. It is believed that moksha or salvation lies only through the body of the prophet or his words. History of mankind is often a gory testament of destruction wrought by zealots in pursuit of faith. It is a testament of dividing people and converting them, of persecution, intolerance and subjugation. Religion has been one of the most potent divisive forces in all history. This oversimplistic and crude definition undermines the reality when it comes to defining a profound, diverse and sophisticated tradition and culture such as Hinduism. The Hindu tradition neither has a single founder, a single book, and unified method of worship or a centralized hierarchy, therefore it defies to meet the same criterion as it is with the Abrahamic religions. It is unfortunate that many times attempts are made to fit the Hindu Dharma into this model, without considering the fact that Hindu Dharma's reality is fundamentally in contrast to these characteristics. In fact, Dharma is different. It is different because it unites. There can never be divisions in Dharma. Every interpretation is valid and welcome. No authority is too great to be questioned, too sacred to be touched. Unlimited interpretive freedom through free will is the quintessence of Dharma, for Dharma is as limitless as truth itself. No one can ever be its sole mouthpiece. Dharma is a kind of education or knowledge imparted to a person to lead a life in a certain way that increases his sattva component, that is divine purity level, which in turn helps in his spiritual evolution and takes him closer to God. Dharma is also sometimes considered as a complete and continuous education. Dharma is based on the principle of truth. Dharma is based on various stages that a man passes through in his lifetime, that is birth, childhood, youth, old age and death. Dharma is the truth or Dharma is the righteousness. If karma is the righteous action, Dharma is the righteous decision. Dharma is not only preached, it is learnt, followed and practiced. If we have to ask ourselves the question, what is Dharma, we cannot confine the answer to the limits of a definition because the concept of Dharma is too big for any definition. So what is Dharma in a nutshell? First and foremost, it means living in harmony with nature and natural laws. It means to live by moral and ethical principles of the society without surrendering the freedom to question them. So Dharma is not religion. Dharma is an ordering principle which is independent of one's faith or methods of worship, thus providing for total freedom in the path chosen or ethical norms employed in an eternal journey from being to becoming. Dharma is a very ancient word. Dharma is non-divisive, non-exclusive, and non-conclusive. Dharma is a quest for understanding cosmic order of the universe and consciousness order at a personal plane. Dharma in fact transcended the narrow boundaries of religion. It offers limitless freedom of choice of methods as well as goals. It encourages free inquiry and never seeks to confine people into categories and denominations. It is this inherent tolerance that enabled people in the ancient times to pursue faiths independent of their rulers and vice versa. The rights and duties of the rulers and the citizens, though never codified, were always respected. Each institution of the society, each individual, almost intuitively knew where to draw the line, where to define the limit. Tolerance is therefore integral to Dharma, and plurality is inherent in it. This tolerance and plurality do not find space in the concept of religion. The correct description of Hinduism is Sanatan Dharma. While Sanatan has an English equivalent meaning timeless, hence translating Dharma as religion is not proper. Dharma encompasses religion. Confusion prevails when Dharma is equated with religion. The concept of God is central to the definition of religion. Many Western thinkers have treated God as the most central religious concept, so much so that they have gone to the extent of defining religion in terms of God. For example, according to James Martineau, religion is the belief in an ever living God, that is, in a divine mind and will, ruling the universe and holding moral relations with the mankind. The idea of being religious is ultimately a Western idea. In Hindu philosophy, there were atheistic and materialistic school of thought like Charvak, all of which get lumped under Hinduism. Obviously, if we take the Abrahamic idea of religion, atheistic religion is absurd. You can't really be a Christian atheist or a Muslim atheist. Not so long ago, you would be hung for heresy. Hinduism is a broad term for the rich banquet of dharmic traditions that cannot be combined under the framework of religion. What encompasses Hindu Dharma is a much broader concept than narrow restrictive dogmas that define religions. Similarly, Hindu Dharma is based on the truth discovered by rishis, that is, sages for centuries, and its philosophies are collected in many texts such as the Vedas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, or the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, etc. For ordinary people, different paths are prescribed in the texts, as well as by the enlightened people like Vedvyas, Shankaracharya, and many others. Thus, religion and dharma can never be the same. In our forthcoming satsang, we would know the word dharma and its meaning used by various holy texts with various connotations. I end my satsang today paying gratitude unto my gurus and Bhagwan Shiva's lotus feet. Namaskar and Jayatu Hindu Rashtra.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते